Hello, coaches. Welcome to your first mini masterclass here in Coaching Pros. If you're jumping on and joining us, let me know if you can hear me, see me. I am broadcasting and streaming to you from Rock Hill, South Carolina, using a software called Ecamm Live that's going to allow me to share my screen with you. But I want to make sure that everything is working. So I'll give us a few minutes for those who are joining us tonight. And for those who are catching this on the replay, go ahead and type in replay in the comments, just so that I know you stopped by, and still feel free to ask questions or share your aha moments. I love to know what your biggest takeaways are. And so do that using the hashtag gold nugget, if something resonates with you, or if you have a big takeaway, I love to know all about it. So hashtag gold nuggets as we go along. So today we're going to go for about 10 minutes or so. We're going to share my screen. We're going to go over the question, why people buy. And I'd love to know from you, why do you think people buy? What's the first thing that comes to your mind when I ask you the question, why do people buy? Now I'm trying to make sure that I'm live in the group. Let's see. Let's go to the group. And I think we're live. Yes, we are live. Cool. Okay. So why do people buy, everybody? Why do people buy? Comment the first thing that comes to your mind when I ask you, why do people buy? Welcome to this first mini masterclass here in Coaching Pros. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in, say hi. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Again, I'm coming to you from Rock Hill, South Carolina, where school is in session. Yes! Summertime vacation is over, although I still have my 4-year-old with me. We're going to get into it, guys. So I am going to talk about like some lessons and some things that help us with the shifts and the foundational pieces, so that when you are communicating through your authentic self, through showing up and just listening and building relationships and being relational, you know what angle to come from. You know the foundation that kind of lays underneath what you're saying, right? So it's not about being perfect. It's not about saying it right. Okay? There's so many ways to get there, and it's not about like doing it right or saying it right, but it's about understanding the core concepts of why people buy. And so that's why I decided to share this first lesson with us. So let's get started here, guys. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go to presenter mode. Okay. What makes people want to buy your offer? Again, write it in the comments. What makes people want to buy your offer? Hey, Steph, because you're solving a problem for them. Exactly. That's why people want to buy, because you're solving a problem for them. Yeah, anyone else? What makes people want to buy your particular offer? There's a first lesson. The reason why prospects want to buy your offer has nothing or very little to do with the offer itself. Let me say that again. The reason why prospects want to buy your offer has nothing or just very little to do with the offer itself. Hey, Steph. It really doesn't. But what the offer can help them accomplish. So again, this is foundational. This is stuff that we probably know, but I've got to put this in here from the get-go, from the beginning. The offer, people don't want to buy your offer. They're not trying to come into your coaching program, your course, your training. They're not trying to like, yes, I've got to get inside this training. It's awesome. Like, that's more for like school. I got to get my kid into this type of school, right? So that's different from what we're talking about here. And we'll get into a little bit more about that later. But people buy, it's about what the offer can help them do. If you can find what it helps them do and it helps keep them from not doing what they don't want to do, then you can have a really good way to get in there to build trust so that you can have them invest with you, okay? 98% of your offer and your communication of the offer has nothing to do with your offer and everything to do with your prospects, their hopes, dreams, and roadblocks, whether they're internal roadblocks or external roadblocks. So internally, they might be thinking, oh, I'm just not smart enough. I don't have enough time internally. My schedule's too packed to get into Steph's offer. Hi, Fabricio. I'm too swamped to learn about what Fabricio has to do or has to tell me. Like, those are the internal blocks that you have to recognize they have. These are the stories that they're telling themselves about why they can't invest with you. You've got to know their head stories. Some people call it their mind drama. You have to know their mind drama because you have to speak to it. If you can speak to it and alleviate it and manage those things, then you can help them overcome those internal blocks. Sherry, what are external blocks? What are external roadblocks? You guys let me know. What do you think? There's some external things that are happening. Oh, I'm too busy. Or, oh, like I have another coach. This coach, why would I need two coaches? These are things that are externally that are preventing other people from moving forward with your offer. Okay, so think about what's holding them back, and you ask them, what are you not telling me? Or what do you think's holding you back from actually really accomplishing this thing? What do you think? And listen out for those internal and external blocks, okay? Yeah? Time, money, yes. Steph says time, Steph says money. Money's the big one. Money's going to be you guys' biggest objection to date. Money. I don't have I love you. I love what you have. I need what you have. I just don't have the money to invest in what you have. Can you show up knowing that that can be an objection? Can you help alleviate that objection before you even get on the call? How can you set up some filters and only bring in those people who don't really have the money objection? Okay, so think about those things. Okay, one reason people invest, people want to get out of the pain. Guys, I want you guys to write this down. People don't invest in getting into something. People invest in getting out of something. Out of something. They're trying to get out of their pain. If you can't find the pain, you're not going to be able to sell. Tap into their pain. Now you're saying, Sherry, that's kind of, I don't want to feel like I'm mean. Or I don't want to feel like I'm being too obtrusive, or I don't want it to be like, I don't want to cause them pain. You guys, you're not causing them pain. You're giving them hope to get out of their pain. You're not causing them pain. You're giving them hope to get out of their pain. They already are thinking about this when they go to bed at night. But in order for them to change their situation, you have to then present that to what they're already thinking and then give them hope for the solution. And what's the solution? Your offer. The solution is your offer. So yes, guys, you have to tap into the pain that they already have. You're not inflicting pain on them. This is not a practice where you are actually providing a new way, a transformation. But they can't get to the transformation unless they really accept that their current situation is not going to improve without you, and it's costing them something. Staying in their situation is costing them something. That's the pain. What is it costing you if you don't change? What's it costing you if 6 months from now your situation not only stays the same but gets worse? What does that look like? Okay, so we want to tap into those things. Second lesson, sales conversations have very little to do with what your offer entails, once again. So if you're having a conversation, your sales conversation lasts 60 minutes. You're talking about the features, the benefits for maybe like 5-10 minutes out of those 60 minutes. Those 60 minutes are setting it all up, allowing them to accept things and get clarity on things and really come to terms with where they are. And then perhaps you inspire them, uplift them through the word. I love this word. Write this word down. Imagine. Imagine this new way, and you paint the picture. Imagine how it would be if and then you can give them a general strategy. You can give it to them. Well, what if you had it like this and this and this? You think that would help you? Yeah, well, imagine what that would look like, right? Yeah, I love that. Oh my gosh. And they get talking, they get excited, and there's a feeling. And when there's a feeling and there's an emotion, people buy based on emotions. And they justify based on the logic. So write that down. People buy based on the emotion, I think I can see this. Emotion. Can't really see that the ring light's kind of blocking it, but yeah. So if you can create some emotion in that conversation, get them excited about what the transformation could look like, them accepting that, yes, this is a pain that's costing me something, and then moving them into your offer. Okay? So sales conversations have very little to do with what your offer entails. It has everything to do with your prospect. Let me know if any of this is standing out for you guys. Let me know in the comments below what's coming up for you. How are your wheels spinning currently as we're talking through these things? Third lesson, find confidence to have your conversations. Oh, confidence. How are you guys going to get more confident when you're having enrollment calls? When you're selling, if you're doing a launch? When you're just talking to someone casually about your offer? How are you going to find the confidence, guys? We know that practice breeds confidence. Practice helps you prepare, and being prepared creates more confidence. Confidence to preparation, practice to preparation equals more confidence. Okay? Practice to preparation equals more confidence. So you got to just practice it. Have someone come on a call with you. Practice with a friend. Practice with a colleague. Practice brings confidence because you're feeling very prepared. Talk about your offer. Talk about why your offer helps change lives, why your offer helps impact things beyond why you are so great, but how it's going to help them reach their goals. Make sense? Yeah? Let's see. Okay. How do you create more sales? Here's the big mystery, guys. You got to make more offers. How do you create more sales? Create more offers. More sales? You want more sales? Then you got to share your offer more. Now, here's the thing. People, and I see this, I'm seeing this a lot of people are sharing offers and they haven't put value up front. So when you're like, well, Sherry, how does this process look? You're asking me, how does this process look to begin the conversation so that eventually I could share an offer, right? If you've had that thought in your mind, type a 1 in the comments. How does the process look for me to be able to communicate, build relationships, and then eventually share an offer? Like, what does that look like? Well, what it looks like is you sharing value and being relational. Hey, and you being strategic. Value, relations, strategy. Okay, write those down. Value, relations, strategy. Now, the strategy is a small part. It's more about the relationships. The strategy is a very small part about it. And the strategy just means if you're going to be in Facebook groups, why not be in Facebook groups that have your target audience? That's the strategy. Very small part. Now I said relations and value. So now you're in these Facebook groups. Now you're in these Facebook groups and you're going to put value up front. And then it's all about talking to them. Where are you at? Where are you stuck? How can I support you? How can I help you right now? Like, can I give you a quick tip? Like right here, can I just share a tip and see if it works? Can I give you a resource? Can I share can I just start out this relationship with some value? Can I just start out this relationship with some value? And guess what, guys? I'll bring back the strategy part, okay? You can give a resource that has a call to action to your next step. Okay, that's it. You could say, oh my gosh, I just did a Facebook Live on that exact topic. Here's a link to my live. And your live has a call to action to a call with you to your Facebook group. So there's a strategy, just up-leveling the call to action, but you're giving value. So remember I said strategy, relationships, and value? So strategy just means you're positioning yourself and you're leading. You're leading them with the call to action. And value just means, how can I help you? How can I serve you? And one mentor puts it this way: treat everyone like they're your client, and you can't go wrong. You're just serving them. So Steph says, I feel like I'm sharing value, but I don't know how much I'm reaching the people who want the value. And then she puts value, relations, strategy. Okay. I feel like I'm sharing the value, but I don't know how much I'm reaching the people who want the value. Well, there's a targeting thing there. If you're sharing, and here's the deal, if you're not sure that what your message is reaching the right people, the people who really want your value, want to invest, then what you need to do is become, write this down, a better listener. Like, the value comes from their questions. Because Steph said in the beginning of this that people who, like, what makes people want to buy your offer are when you solve their problem. Yes, she said that already. So you're kind of answering your question. What makes people want to buy your offer is when you solve their problem. And when you want to give value, you make sure the value matches the person who's ready to go deeper. You actually want to hit the nail on the head and really answer their questions. So you can go inside Messenger and ask, what questions do you have? Then go away and create value about that, and then bring it back to them and others. You see the value and how it's now going to match the people? Mostly all of my Facebook Lives are based off questions from my target audience. There's your value. And there's the right kind of value. And here's another way to think about it. What's in your offer that you know is going to help people? You can cherry pick what's in your offer and talk about that. Maybe module 2 of your course is all about how do people become intuitive with their soul's purpose. I don't know, I'm just making this up, right? That's module 2. And you know it works because maybe you had some beta testers in there and you know it's really powerful. Why don't you test module 2 with the public to see, or give them a taste or a sample or an accelerated version of module 2 or something. And if those people really love it, guess what? Guess how much they're going to love your offer even more. Does that make sense? So the value becomes the problems you're solving, just like people who are going to want to buy from you. And it becomes part of what your offers are. Yeah? Okay. Good question. Good question. Okay, guys, so here are some action steps for you to do. Guys, I want you to do some homework, okay? I want you to implement. This is a training and implementation Facebook group. I want you to talk to your warm contacts. Sherry, who are my warm contacts? All the people who follow you, all the people who you've been on calls with, all the people who open your emails, all the people who are actually related to the people you've worked with, your previous clients, your current clients. These are all your warm contacts, the people who know that you exist as a business. I want you to talk to them. I want you to invite these people into a conversation, or have them invite their friends and let them know, hey, I've got a 60-minute call or a 30-minute call that I'm sharing. I've got 3 spots this month. It's going to help people get clarity on the things that you help them do. Do you know someone who could benefit from this call? If so, here's the link to my calendar, or please send me their contact information so I can reach out directly. I want you to tap into your warm market, guys. Why? And I said this earlier today. If you make sure you watch the Facebook Live I did earlier today. It's called the transfer of trust. That's the fastest way to get someone to trust you, is by having someone refer you. It's kind of like watching the movie. I don't want to go into it because I already talked about it earlier. But that's one way to get started. Get your footing in there. Begin talking to people. Begin talking to people, get the transfer of trust, and then while you're doing that, don't stop sharing value. Value, relations, strategy. Your strategy is your positioning. Your strategy is your call to action. You can have a freebie, guys. You can have a Google Doc that lists out 10 tips on what you do, and then at the bottom, it could be a link to your strategy session or your discovery call, or to your Facebook group. But don't give out 5 different calls to action, because people are like, well, I don't know what to do, so I'm not going to do anything. Just funnel in, focus in, streamline, give them a call to action, and then write their names down on a spreadsheet and follow up with them next week to see how they enjoyed that resource. Does that make sense, guys? Transfer of trust. Good. Hashtag transfer. So Steph's got her homework. Who else has their homework, guys? Even if you're catching this and you're in a different time zone, or, it's you'll catch this later. Let me know that you guys have your homework. I want you to type in hashtag homework. When you have your homework assignment, I want you to type in hashtag homework, okay? I want you to talk to warm contacts. I want you to let them know that you've got, it's okay, so Steph and I can relate because both of our kids are back to school. Hey guys, it's back to school and my calendar just opened up with 5 free coaching calls. In those coaching calls, you're going to get massive clarity on how you can move your business forward through these ways. If you want your spot, make sure you book as soon as possible. Here's the link to my calendar. I'll see you on the call. What do you guys think? Okay? It's back to school and now I'm free. I've got more time to talk to you guys. I've got more time to do market research. Even though you guys think, okay, Sherry, that's a free call. Hearts. Good, guys. Good. 10 tips on something. Strategy, call to action. Bring them over to the next step. Are you guys getting a lot of good value so far? If you feel like you're getting some good value, think about someone who would love to join in on these classes to hold you accountable so that everyone's doing the homework, so that we're all going to create a movement of coaches creating new sales. Go and get your warm contacts. They're actually in the file section of this group. There is lots of scripts, guys, and in particular, the one I'm talking about today for the referral scripts. You need help, you need your words, you need some communication. It's there for you. Use the referral script and let people know, this is what I'm doing. Do you know anyone? But more in particular, let them know I've got a couple of open spots and this is what I'm doing. This is what I think. And I'd love to connect with you. Even if you worked with them before, like maybe pro bono or you've helped them before, let them know you've got something new in their business. New is a buzzword in marketing. Hashtag new, because something new, people are always wanting something new. Like it's like, ooh, I don't want to miss out. That's new and exciting. I've got something new in my business. I'm opening up my spot, my calendar for some calls. It's going to help them get massive clarity. Sell the call, guys. Tell me what I'm getting. And then let them know it's for a limited time. That's what we're doing. Okay, what are you guys' takeaway? I'd like to see in the comments. What are you guys pulling out of this mini masterclass? This is a mini masterclass, so we're going to wrap up soon. They're meant to be about 10 minutes long. New, yes. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Latrell. Okay, so let's recap, guys. Invite people, invite them or people they know into a conversation. Remember that people buy to get out of pain. So however you phrase and talk about your offer, you do not have to be robotic here. It does not have to be a script that you have to follow. You just have to know that people buy to get out of pain. I remember being on a call with someone and I literally could not find their pain points. Like, I was like, okay, I'm asking the right questions. I've got my questions. I'm trying to figure out where they stuck. And I was like having a hard time. And I literally just said, I like dropped my pencil and I said, look, I don't know your pain points. I'm having a hard time finding your pain points. I know if I don't have that, I can't sell you. I didn't say that last part, but I said, I don't know what your pain points are. Can you help me figure that out? Because why are we here? Do you need help with anything? Otherwise, you're good. You're good? Okay, then we shouldn't be like, you don't need my help. So get their pain points because people buy to get out of pain. Find their pain points, elevate it, and have them talk about it. Okay? Have them talk about why it's costing them. And then use the word imagine. Imagine something else, something different. Or just open up the possibility for something new, something better, right? A transformation, a change. They're at Pain Island. You want to bring them they want to go to Pleasure Island, and you are the vehicle to get them there. Okay. All right, guys. So Latrell says, homework, I'll follow up with the unknown subbies by extending my email funnels connected to the freebie. Yes, good. Guys, I'm glad she said follow-up because the fortune is in the follow-up. So many people are not circling back with people. That's the hottest market. You want to sell the fastest? Go back. go back to those people. Make a list and go back to those warm markets, warm contacts. And say, hey, I've got something new coming up in my business. I'd love to discuss it with you. Maybe you might even know someone who could benefit as well. Steph Zito says, getting in front of more people and talking to the warm market to offer a free call. Yeah. And sometimes people cringe at a free call, but there's so many good things going on in this free call, guys. You don't even know. Like, you're getting their message, your messaging, their words. Do you guys know that their words are your marketing? And you're like, oh, I don't know what to say. Well, literally, it's their words. That's your marketing. So let's say that they don't buy right away. You guys, I've had people in my program today, 2 people in my program. I've got a 4-figure program. I've got 2 people in my program today who I had calls with a long time ago. And they were free calls, but they came back. And I pulled out their words. And because their words are my marketing. So it's not you. It's all about them. I talked to you in the beginning. It's all about them. All right. So don't downplay how powerful these calls can be. It's a touch point. You need a certain amount of touch points to make the sale. It's your marketing messages. Their words are your marketing messages. And it's potential lead and client for you. So don't underestimate the power of the free call. You can limit yourself. Like if you have other things going on, like I have my clients that I work with, so I don't take on, a infinity, like a massive number of people, but I have people coming onto my calendar because I want to serve them, and I do want to put value out there, and I want to put skin in the game, and I just want to share value, right? Okay, so conversations are all about your prospect. Go deeper into the conversation, tap into the pain. If you can't tap into the pain, you can't sell, right? Okay, guys. How do you spell implement? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Here's your homework, guys. Make a list of 5 warm contacts and invite them to a conversation. It could be a free 20-minute coaching call. It could be a free audit. Whatever you have, make it sound exciting. It's new. They don't want to miss it. You're so awesome. You're really buzzed about this offer. That's what I want you to do. And then I want you to use the free to pay method to invite them into your business. That script is in the file section too. Y'all have everything you need. You guys have everything you need. So go and implement. So this is the training and implementation Facebook group. It's us up getting, learning, and then going doing. And so throughout the week, I want you to post. I'm going to have Jessica, who is our facilitator, she's going to have a thread for an accountability thread or a homework follow-up thread. We haven't decided yet, so we're still new, right? I'm going to have you guys, we're going to have a post so that we can follow up to see how many warm contacts have you invited to a call or to an audit or that you've just connected with. And then we're going to have that accountability so that you guys are doing this. And then use the free to pay method to invite them. You guys, if you haven't seen my workshop, go watch the workshop. It tells you how to use the free to pay method. I use the method. It works. It works. One of the girls who's in my signature program, I use this with her. And I literally, and it took 2 calls. The first call was the free coaching call. I did this. I'm actually telling you what I did to sell high ticket, right? Free coaching call, you serve fully, and then you invite them to a sales call. That's the second call. And sometimes they happen on 1 call. So go ahead and implement 5 warm contacts, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, what comes up for you. That's it. Y'all got this. You guys got this. Go, guys. Yeah. This has been really fun. Make sure you're asking your questions inside the question thread, and then connect with one another. I want to see you guys helping each other, because a rising tide raises all boats. So that means that we all have to do this and hold one another accountable. Watch each other's intro posts, read each other's intro posts, help encourage one another. You guys, we can do this. We can sell more, and we can have a bigger impact. And when I say sell, I'm actually talking about serving people. I'm talking about from really helping people change their lives for the better. That's the place that I'm coming from whenever I'm talking about selling and sales. Okay, thanks so much. This has been really fun. Fabrizio says, where's the workshop? Fabrizio, I looked at my analytics and it showed that you actually watched the whole workshop. So I know you're in warm contact because I saw you're tagged with watching the entire workshop. If you guys have not watched my how to get 2 more sales calls by Friday workshop, I'll go ahead and post that in the group. But yeah, I'll post that for you too, Fabrizio, so if you'd like to watch it again or if you want to be reminded of it. That's a good one to watch because it literally shows you how to move people from free to paid. And the reason why it's good to give free is because it's a sample. It's just like, it helps open trust up. It's not the only way to do it. It's not. I'm not going to give you 5 million ways right now. Just stick with one way. Do it. The best way, the fastest way, which is the transfer of trust. That's the fastest way to get the trust. Just do those referrals. Okay, I want to give you the most direct way because there's lots of millions of ways, guys. But I need us to focus. Reach out to warm contacts. Use the free to pay method. There's a script in the file section, and then I will link the workshop that actually talks about the free to pay method, how that's set up. And there we go. Okay. All right. I think that's the last slide. Yeah, that was the last one. Okay, guys, have a great rest of the night. I'm going to go hang out with my husband. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.